Oh man, everybody, we are live again. That is the beer search for who. Thank you so much for joining. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Really means a lot. You guys could be doing something else on a Sunday, but you guys are here with us, so we are grateful as we do. Before we get started, we just want to give thanks for the support over the years that you guys have given us. Me and Fitzgerald, we're coming up on a year. Like we've been rolling, Fitzgerald. We are coming up on a year. June, like that first.
Already?
It's March. It's May 24th.
Oh,
we're coming up on a year, Fitzgerald.
Wow. Oh, wow.
We are coming up on a year, and as they say, time waits for no man. Because we are almost at a year, Fitzgerald. When you finally convinced me, hey Donna, just give it a shot, dog. Just give it a shot, man. We are almost at a year.
Hey man, well, think where you're gonna be, and more important, where those who take advantage of this opportunity are going to be, like in 2, 3, 5 years. I mean, you and I easily be finished way before then.
Right.
But just think about that. But it's all about momentum, gang. It's all about momentum. Once you find something good, and it clicks, and you're in that flow, that zone that people call it. You just keep riding, because you never know when that happens again. So you have to learn how to seize moments and opportunities when they avail themselves. You just got to really, really learn. I was talking to my brother this morning. And I was getting my shirts ready, and I said, "Yeah, man, I iron my shirts and do my stuff like I'm getting ready to go to work because I am." So when I wear certain stuff like I'm doing right now, it puts me in a thinking mood, a good professional mood. Just makes me feel good. So happy Sunday to everyone, and hope everybody's doing fantastic wherever you and your families, and we're just grateful to be alive, and grateful that you decided to join us, and we're going to say something to you that we feel that's going to really make a powerful financial impact in your lives today. So Prince Amir, what is the latest news things talking to us about today?
Yeah. So basically, what I'm doing right now, I want to share the link on Facebook and LinkedIn. But guys, today's topic is just because your job allows you to work from home doesn't mean that you still can't get fired from home. So.
Oh wow, that's a twist, but you're right.
Yeah. Just because your job said, hey, you know what, buddy, go ahead and work remotely. That doesn't mean that they still won't fire you.
I got fired from home. I was working.
Working remotely.
But yeah, my software job. That's why I got fired from home. I got the call, in my same office right now. I said, "Well, Fitzgerald, man, it's been real. Gotta let you go." Okay. Yeah. I didn't. You know what? I didn't even think of that. That home based business, be fired from home. Of course, that makes common sense.
Yeah. If you, like I said, if you're working from home, they'll still fire you from home. In the article I'm going to read, so Weight Watchers. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Weight Watchers. They had a mass firing via Zoom. I mean, just imagine you're on a Zoom conference call and get fired via Zoom.
They fired people with a Zoom conference call.
I'm about to read the article. I just want to put this out real quick. But Fitzgerald, while we talk about that, can you? I know I always tell you to bring this up because it's, I wrote an article.
Story I got fired when I didn't even know it. I don't know why you love that story so much, but
I don't love it, man. It's just how petty they are.
Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why you guys hear me talk about so much, but I don't believe in anything that it's no good job, and I think it's just a fallacy. It sounds good, but the job doesn't belong to you, not unless you're the owner of the company or you're the owner of the company. It's their job, not your job. So I never buy into this. I got a good job, and I never really even hear people when they say that to me much anymore. And so I had a job. I want to put it in the category good. It paid the bills and everything. And I was up in Buffalo, New York. I was working at this what was it? It was a call center.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were going pretty good. A couple of guys and I, a lot of us, was educated, college educated wise, and they had people from all backgrounds. See, it comes to a time I don't know why people put so much emphasis on education so much, because I just don't know. But I've seen people with college degrees, high degrees, working as a raiders and doing things and probably making more money than what someone would do in their field, or maitre d's and things. I've seen this. And so nevertheless, the bills need to be paid. And I had just recently started my Carrot Bar business, not too far, from it, just getting into the stages of it, nowhere near where it is right now. And so they gave us a Christmas party. And it was, we were celebrating. Everybody was feeling good. They even gave out snacks and said how proud they was of us, and we should be extended contract with you guys and everything, and thank you. Even gave out the card. Went through the whole things. Gave out the thank you cards, and I shook one of the guys' hands. I said, hey, I really appreciate it. I remember telling that. Now he already decided I was fired anyway. I just didn't know it. And so it was on a Friday. And I was parked on Main Street in Buffalo, New York, and across from the company there was a Wendy's restaurant. I love Wendy's chili to this day. Love it. Could eat it year round. So it's raining. I said, oh, let's go over there and go get me a chili. It's a little cold and things and stuff. And so it occurred to me while I was sitting there. I said, gosh, man, I forgot my umbrella. So I walked back across the to the office, and I took my card and I did this. I swiped it, and the light was red. I said, okay, that's strange. Swiped it again. The light was red. I'm like, oh man, rubbed it on the thing like this. Swiped it again, and the light was red. I'm like, no. By that time, I already had, you already started knowing what you don't want to face. So finally, the security guard saw me, and they hadn't informed him yet that I couldn't come back in the building. But I was fired. He let me in, and I went up there and got my umbrella, and just like that, I was gone. Not only what I was gone, many people in that department, all of us was gone. One of the guys I remember specifically, he had an MBA, and so what am I saying? The jobs don't care nothing about you. They don't care anything about you, and even if they do, let's just say if they lulled you into the adage that, hey, we do care about you, we care about our employees and all that kind of stuff. Let's say you buy that. Well, if something happens to you health wise, if the job decides to get bought, called like a merger and acquisition. Oh, those are good. Those are really good. You better hope your company is on the buying end instead of receiving. And I assure you, because they can just come in there and just displace whole departments, cut salaries, move corporations out. And meanwhile, it always translates into the same. You're looking for another way to make income. And sometimes when it really starts to become a pattern, you feel like a ping pong ball at every little whim and doctrine, so I started and I went out. What did I do? I went out and got another job and another one. And then after that, I'm like, wait a minute, this is not going to go. I got this Carrot Bar business. I don't fully understand it. Michael Delco is telling me that, that's pretty good and everything. And then once again, I was just starting. I probably didn't have Dynas. I probably didn't have maybe 300 people. I probably didn't have 300 people back then. Now, today it's close to 12,000, but who's counting? But I had the very rescue in my hand, but I didn't realize it. So I had to keep going through these things and trying to reestablish myself. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. When you're out of a job, it's much harder to find one than when you got one. Your best bet that you want to find these so-called good jobs, which I don't believe they exist, is to look for them while you have a job.
And for sure, they said another job. In order to get a job, you have to have a job.
You got to have one. Yeah. Like me, for instance, this is what I do. Now, if I was to go back out in the field and look for a job, I have no doubt I could have one by the end of next week. No, I mean, that's just my belief in myself and my abilities, and the fact that my chosen profession was sales. I can go pick one of those up right tomorrow. I mean, Blue Cross and Blue Shield wants to hire me, a major Fortune 500 company. Go in there and sell insurance. You know, I have to go reactivate my license, get Florida license up so I can get a job. I'm not looking for a job. You know, I'm looking for freedom. I'm looking for being able to control my own time and control my own schedule and make as much as I want, when I want, how I want, without having to worry about someone possibly firing me. But why would I possibly choose something like maybe a Blue Cross or Blue Shield? Because it fits the categories I want. Royalties, residuals, or dividends. You know, see, if I build my book of business up after a couple of years, maybe I can walk out of there, about 200,000 or 300,000, and having residuals to pay me. That'd be good. But if I was to put 2 or 3 years on the course that I'm in right now with Carrot Bars, I'm gonna walk out with darn near triple that in the same time frame. Now you say, Fitzgerald, how can that be? Well, stay tuned. We'll explain it to you. But I'm able literally to build a massive residual income on top of the residual income that I have already from this. I don't have to go and get any special licenses. I don't have to really travel. I don't have to go ahead and knock on doors. I don't have to go ahead and go to network events. Well, if I'm going to apply that same concept, why don't I just keep growing my Carrot Bar Gold business, put that same type of talent and hard hustle and work in there, and I can achieve the exact same thing. Finance is nothing for me, man, to sit down and I have income goals. And then I'm not really going to tell the audience exactly what they are. But let's just say if I want to okay, I do my numbers. I say, well, I want to make an extra 3,000 euros a week. 3,000 euros a week. That's probably about maybe 3,300 US dollars a week through this business. I'm easy on projection to do that. And then you take that time that I would invest it trying to go out and work for another job, build up my book of business, go through the thing, keeping it. In insurance company, they have a little interesting thing. Dynads can tell you a bit about this called chargebacks. Chargebacks. What are chargebacks, Fitzgerald? Well, let's just say if I sold you a policy or this work with other businesses too, and all of a sudden the client has like a contract, but let's just say after 4 months they decide to break that year contract. Well, they're going to take that. They're going to take them to court to get their money, right? But they've already paid you,
right? So they take that back.
So they take that extra. They take that extra 8 months. See, they paid for 4, but they take that extra 8 months back out of your check. Oh, it's a killer.
Yeah,
it's a killer. When I was in the insurance business, there were some times that I was getting paid. I was supposed to get paid Thursday, like every week, and I looked at my account like, how come I didn't get any money in my account?
Right.
And they don't tell you. Just took all my money. Just took all my money back. You know what it is?
What they do with us when I was at Aflac, like once you reach a certain amount of chargebacks, like you said, they stop advancing you your money once you turn it. Yeah, usually what they'll do when I was at Aflac, when you submitted a contract or agreement, like 2 days later they would advance you that money up front. Right. Once you got to a certain number of chargebacks, they stopped that and they would not pay you until the customer started paying you got a portion of whatever the customer paid on the invoice. Yeah.
So Carrot Bars has all the benefits of having a world-class income stream, but none of the faults. See, we get paid what we produce. No one goes and snatches your money back out of your account once they pay you. You're paid on production, not only of you but your overall team. With sales traditionally, you're only able to work a certain territory. Here we can do 149 countries. Now, why do I keep saying sales? Well, some of you guys may be thinking like sales. It's a sales job. Everything is a sales job. Everything. Nothing happens without a product or good being sold. Nothing. That's why the salespeople in the company are the highest paid, because they're the one that brings in the revenue. Nothing happens. You had to sell your wife that you're the one for the job. You have to sell the person who's hired you, that you're the one for the promotion. You have to sell the children, they need to eat their vegetables before they eat their candy. You have to sell your husband. Maybe you the reason why he should need to stay with you. You guys think I'm playing, but I'm not. Everything is a sales job. Dinah Samir has a great book back behind him. The title is Explicit.
On Amazon, everybody go to Amazon, get your copy. Go to
and so you can learn these techniques. You know what? Everyone who's listened to the sound of my voice, believe it or not, I had to sell my friend on why he needed to do this. I kid you not.
True.
I literally had to persuade. All sales is a persuasion of belief, But let me say something in reference with Carol Barks I love so much. What you're doing, and you can, if you want to say sales, maybe it works like that. I don't count it like this. See, this right here is a gram of gold. That is 1 gram. That is 1 gram of gold. Gold is money. If I put it right up there and if light focus on it, see, that's 1 gram of gold. Okay. I don't have to sell myself to take my paper dollars,
right,
and exchange it into this. In other words, acquire. I can't, acquire this. I just buy this, and then this, I've transferred that dollar, those dollars into gold. I don't have to sell myself instead of getting that quarter pounder Big Mac or whatever, stuff like that, food right there. And I'm trying to stop eating that stuff. I don't have to sell myself instead of paying $6 for that. Let me go ahead and pay $6, 6.72 euros for the 0.1 of gram, that gold. That's gold right there too. This goes up in value. My dollars go down in value. Okay, so I'm acquiring gold, and trust me, you need to be acquiring much gold as you can, fast as you can, especially what's going on in these markets today.
Right.
In the global economy there, because gold is money. Now, I don't maybe it would be considered selling like this. Hey, Dynash, you know what? I got something you really need to take a look at. And so, well, what is it, Fitzgerald? Well, you know what? Now that you watch the video, I'll tell you exactly what it is. All you are doing is acquiring gold for yourself, telling other people who acquire gold for themselves, and you're getting paid for that. You're getting paid for those referrals. And you could do this all over the world without any type of special training. Actually, Dynas told me later, and I really didn't hear it until it really didn't click to me until just now. He came in not really cause of me. He came in because he wanted gold. That was what appealed to him. That word.
For sure, it was a mixture of you and the gold. Because I tell people, I've always been a fan of multi-level marketing and network marketing. It's just the product. And so it made sense because we're dealing with gold. There's no inventory. Like, I give you a prime example. I was with a multi-level marketing company back in, I want to say like 2007, 2008 for sure. Mm-hmm. And so up front to get involved, they wanted you, and I had somebody sponsor me. And I felt kind of bad because I didn't do anything with it. But he sponsored me. Up front to get, like I would say, equivalent to the VIP package, you have to buy like $4,000, $4,500 worth of product, like physical product. That then that same product you have to take and go sell. So literally, I was staying at my friend's house off of Fulton Industrial, my frat brother. That's where I was staying before I moved to LA. I had like a garage full, like part of the garage full of just inventory of shakes. It was they did supplements. It was shakes and pills, like literally just sitting just in the garage that I had to go physically. If I wanted to sell, like literally, I will take this product, take it to the gym. I had one cat, I fronted him like $60 with the product. The cat never paid me. You know who you are. Light-skinned cat, bald head, drive the 350Z. You know who you are. I fronted this cat some product. He never paid me. All of a sudden, he was sick. He didn't feel good. He was sick. Everybody gets sick when when they owe you money. I don't know what it is, Fitzgerald. Everybody gets sick. So he was sick. He never paid me. And then I just had this product. And then just unfortunately, when I moved to LA, it was so much product, I couldn't pack this stuff up and take it with me. It was just the inconvenience. So it just stayed in my friend's garage. So imagine a program where you don't have to keep inventory. In fact, the inventory, in quotation marks, is your own personal, is your own goal that you acquire. Is yours. The inventory, but it's not your inventory. It's your goal. You don't have to keep inventory. People could go directly through you. The product is drop shipped from our headquarters, national headquarters in Germany, to you, or to your customer, and you get paid. It made sense. I don't have to keep the inventory. There's no mandatory monthly minimums. Now we suggest you get a gram of gold a month at the very least, but it's not costing you anything because you're just taking your fiat currency and exchanging it for an asset, a tier 1 asset. So it's not costing you anything. So because the majority of these MLO companies, and there's some great companies, you have to keep inventory on you. You have to have a mandatory minimum that you hit, or else they'll terminate you or say, hey, you're not active anymore. Literally, when I bought my package with Fitzgerald back in 2016, I didn't get emails saying, hey, your account's gonna be deactivated if you don't order a certain amount of product. Hey, you're gonna lose access to the back office. Hey, we're gonna do this. Hey, we're gonna do that. Hey, you got to pay your monthly subscription fee. It was none of that. So literally, even though a lot of people, so we say start off at the silver package. Silver package is going to be, really VIP. Once you start off VIP, me and Fitzgerald, we're both VIP partners. All right, that's about close to $4,000 USD. But a lot of people will see this and see how much it'll cost and see the sticker shock and be like, oh, that's a lot of money. But after you pay that, it's a one-time fee. There's no monthly fees. There's no monthly minimums. There's no, you're going to lose your position. We're going to close your account up if you don't do this, that, or other. You will always have your gold franchise. So it isn't like, you get a Subway or a McDonald's, you're not performing, they corporate come down and snatch your franchise. This one-time upfront fee, you have your franchise for the rest of your life. And that's it. So that's why I saw the value in it. But again, I was wavering. I was content. Well, corporate America is still going pretty good. It's going all right. Then, as Fitzgerald Stephens calls it, Côte d'Ivory, Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire. I get an email.
Chalk it up to the accent, man. Chop it up to the Alabamian accent.
I get an email from my boss. Literally, I get an email from my boss. We had just acquired one of our biggest competitors, G&K, back in 2017. And so, I was like, whoa, that's big. I was happy about the acquisition. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, now all of these assets that we're about to acquire, when I say we are about to acquire, really the company's about to acquire, not Dynasty Mirror. Dynasty Mirror isn't acquiring nothing from G&K, the company that we took over. But I was saying to myself, okay, so they have sales reps, they have managers, they have depots and processing facilities. I wonder how that's going to affect me because, now we're going to overlap because when I have my own protected territory, a GK rep was, a competitor, who had my same territory, but he was a competitor. But now this competitor is now going to be brought on by Cintas. How's that going to affect my territory? I asked that question. I couldn't get a straight answer. But a year later,
you found out.
Côte d'Ivoire, Abidjan, I get an email from my boss. The subject line says updated zip codes. I'm like, come on, dog. Nah, don't say it. Say it ain't so. I'm like, say it ain't so. So I open up the email.
Oh, wait a minute. You felt the same way when the red light kept coming on my card instead of the green. So you knew it was up. You remember I told you, remember I said I swiped the card?
Yeah.
So I didn't get the green light. So you okay, all right then. Oh.
Yeah, I knew something was up. So I look at the email, like before I even open, I'm like, oh, come on, dog. So I open the email. Hey, buddy. Hey, man. Hey, just, these are the updated zip codes. Half my territory cut in half, right? And the half they took was the good stuff. They left me with the junk in the territory. Hey, well, don't worry about it.
What did that move do to your income? Excuse me, sir. What did that move when they cut those zip codes? What did that do with your six-figure income that I know you was making? What did that do? What did that one move that they didn't ask your permission? What did that do to you?
Oh, it impacted me. It impacted me. Of course it did. But so I got that email, and right then and there, I was like, Dennis, we got to figure something out. So okay, I got my search for Guru.
Did you thought you had a good job? Did you think you had a good job?
Oh yeah, because Fitzgerald remembers. So guys, from 2011 to about 2014, when I was in Los Angeles, California, those were the great, awesome times. I was calling Fitzgerald, man, Fitzgerald, I'm with Centos, a great company. Oh man, in fact, I tried to get Fitzgerald on. I got Fitzgerald to interview in Buffalo. So those were the money was just coming in. So like I said, so then I get that email, and I remember I get back from Côte d'Ivoire. I get back, and I'm going into my territory. And it was crazy. Like on the way to my territory, I'm passing my old territory where all the good stuff is, and getting to my.
Ain't go to it.
Like I'm passing the exits. I used to come over here. Used to be this new construction over here because I dealt only with brand new business. So when you see new construction or a new restaurant coming up, I'm there. So I'm driving. All of a sudden, here's all this new construction. I just got to keep it pushing. So I get off on Terra Boulevard in Jonesboro. Ain't nothing going on. Just a bunch of shady hotels, and we accept EBT card spots all up and down Terra Boulevard. I get off the exit, and I I just pull over in a parking lot, this hotel, because we had this thing. See, and this is how they were disingenuous. They would tell you, well, buddy, hey, buddy, I mean, we took away your zip codes, but I mean, you still got 30,000 customer prospects, buddy. You still got them. And I'm like, I'm just looking at my manager like, do you think I'm stupid? Half this stuff is junk. Like, what I'm going to do, go into a cleaners? Miss Kim's Cleaners, it's just her and her husband. What are they going to buy for me, manager? What are they going to buy for me? Well, until you go through all 30,000, buddy, there's nothing we can really do. I mean, you got to figure it out. So I get off on Terra Boulevard. There's this hole in the wall, prostitutes and pimps coming out, in and out hotel. So I'll pull over in the parking lot, man. I'm like, all right, well, you know what? I'm gonna go call on it. You never know. I'll go in, I'll call on it, I'll go inside, any lady, any couple behind the glass window. And they just look at me like I'm just crazy. Like, what? You trying to sell what? And I get back in my car, I call my frat brother. And I said, Delane, man, this is a wrap. That was, I want to say, like maybe November, December 2018. And I just checked out, and I literally I was there physically, but mentally I was checked out. So I didn't do anything until we got to October 2018. I'm sorry. Let me back up. That was November, December 2017. Then October 2018, I was just, that's when I just wasn't doing nothing. Like I would go into the office, not phone block. I would just goof around. Like I was just checked out. I'd be on Facebook. I'd be on Instagram. I just was checked out. So I ended up resigning. I was trying to get fired, but they didn't fire me. So I just ended up resigning. And then I'm like, okay, what levers do I have to pull? You know, I got some savings. But what levers? I mean, I have to pull some levers to bring some income. So YouTube, that's when they started tripping as far as the monetizing content and stuff. Then I'm like, okay, what other levers do I have? So finally, I'm like, you know what? We got Carrot Bars. Let's give it a go. That was June 2019. And I told Fitzgerald, go ahead.
I came to your house that month. Okay, I came to your house that month.
You can't be mad, I think.
A couple of days. Yeah, we had this talk. Okay.
Yeah, so Fitzgerald comes to my house April, like Dynasty. I mean, come on, man, just give it a shot. He's been doing that for 3 years now. Then finally, I was like, all right, Fitzgerald, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do a live stream. This was like the first Friday in June. Fitzgerald, we're gonna do a live stream. I will present the product. We'll see how the reception goes. Like 20 people signed up off that one live stream. I said, okay, let's do it once a week. This is a live stream. Then we upped it to twice a week. Now we're rolling 6 days a week. Because this is the thing, and a lot of people will say, "Well, Dynasty, man, you're not talking about Africa as much," and I try to, but like where we're at, when I see people saying, "Hey, Dynasty, I want to go to Africa, but I only got $1,000. What can I do?" Like I would get emails literally like that, Dynasty, I got $2,000. I want to move to Africa, and I'm just like you're a. Or even Dynasty, I got $10,000. I want to move to Africa. You are one mistake away to being back on a plane, or starting to GoFundMe to get back home, or a gun for GoFundMe to survive in Africa. So I'm like, look, we have to present opportunities where people can have an income and also resources where they can survive wherever they go. Majority of people I talk to want to go to Ghana. You could operate this business in Ghana. You could fully operate this business in Ghana. You could take this everywhere you go and operate. And it ain't about, is this a Black-owned company? Is this an African-owned company? Like, look, take that money and flip it into your African dream. That's what you do. And that's what I was starting to do when I was in corporate America. I started taking that money. And I'm not going to lie, I wasn't the most thriftful with it. I've blown a lot of money, I'll be honest. But the little I did with it, as far as putting it into my books, getting cameras and going to Africa and documenting for you guys, that helped. So what I'm saying is you take that money and you flip it into your African reality. That's what you do. That's what you do. But I want to read this. Can I read this article real quick for sure? Or you got something to say?
Hey, I'm a guest on your platform, sir. Of course you can.
Okay. All right. So let's see here. So the topic is the job that lets you work from home can still fire you from home via Zoom. So mass firing on Zoom is latest sign of Weight Watchers unrest. So if you guys are familiar with Weight Watchers, the company, which has broadened its focus to wellness and is now known as WW, let go of a large number of workers doing simultaneous video conferences. Oh, man. And that's the thing. I think a lot of people have this wrong idea that just because I'm working from home for my company that they won't let you go. Nah, they will still fire you. On the afternoon of May 14th, Joanne Patton sat down at her computer in her home in Houston and logged into a Zoom call with her employer, WW International, the company formerly known as Weight Watchers. She listened as her boss, reading from a script, said she and the other employees on the Zoom call were being fired, effective when the 3-minute session ended. Dang. It was one of numerous Zoom calls.
Oh, man. So forget your notice. God, man, I do not.
She listened as her boss, reading from a script, said she and the other employees on the Zoom call were being fired, effective when the 3-minute session ended. It was one of numerous Zoom calls that occurred simultaneously across the country, resulting in the firing of an undisclosed number of WW employees. I was like, what just happened? Said Miss Patton, 59, who was a part-time employee for nearly 11 years. 59. Now, you're 59 years old. You are a part-time employee. How does that equate to your future employment at the age of 59? Like, what, Walmart? I mean, I don't know Miss Patton, and I don't want to judge her. But where do you go after being 59, working part-time for Weight Watchers? But I don't know what she has. But for the average 59-year-old, we'll say that here in America, where do you go next? I put a call into my territory manager and said, what was that? Are you kidding me? That's how you're going to fire me after all these years? Oh, so she got emotional. Hold on, what you say, Fitzgerald? Just because you love your job, doesn't mean your job loves you?
You love your job, but your job don't love you. You don't see what, man? That ain't in anything. I'm literally feeling this lady's pain right now. I really am. I mean, and it bothered me. That's why I have such a hatred for this job stuff. I mean, I'm not talking about a dislike. I'm talking about a hatred, because you are witnessing how those cats play ball. This is what they do all the world over. Black, white, Asian, Latino, it don't make a difference. You are disposable. Your jobs don't work for you. They work for the shareholders. Never forget that. They don't work for you. So that's why I just absolutely, sometimes I shake my head when someone tell me I got a good job, or they tell me I'm straight. Sometimes I just laugh, or sometimes I just look at them like they got a banana on top of their head. I just really do, because you don't understand what you're saying. It sounds cool, but they are ruthless. You're talking about situations where they want you to give them 2 weeks notice, but they can fire you in 2 seconds. You have got to look out for your own interests. You got to, because you know what? They don't care that lady's 59, part-time stuff. What's the chance of her picking up another job right now? What's the chance of her going out and getting someone to say, okay, can I get hired with you, or I'll just do anything? Slim and none. But the carrot bars, we'll take you right there.
Yeah.
We'll train you how to replace that job. We'll train you how to replace that income, in a relatively short period of time, depending on your work ethic. We will take your skills that you have acquired, and we won't discount you. We'll show you how to build an empire, and we'll show you how to make the funds right. That, hey, you already worked. You done worked hard for someone else. We'll show you how to work hard for yourself. We'll show you how to create a residual income for yourself. See, a lot of the things that I ask, here's what people get caught up on. MLM scheme. I looked at one comment. Hey, those type of schemes, scams that work for people who get early. Dude, no. Michael Delco, my sponsor, when he got in, this thing had about 300,000 people around the world. Michael Delco has become a very, very financial secure man for far as with this. When I got in, there's maybe about 400,000 people. There's about a million right now. I'm doing pretty cool, all right. You see, it ain't. If you're gonna get caught up on a organ, say, well, MLMs. Let me tell you something about MLM. MLMs is a $180 billion per year industry. 180 billion. That's with a beat. Okay. If the supermarket don't care if you earn the money through carrot bars or earned it on your job. It don't care. Do you have the money or do you not? This is what I try to talk to this is what I try to talk to you about, and this is why I'm being there very, very serious about this. It's about income. It's about income, putting streams of income, but not necessarily getting all emotional about everything and thinking people owe you or stuff like that. They don't owe you. These jobs are like, okay, for that lady called a person and said, well, here's the way to look at it for a trust. Is this, how can you do this to me? And I gave y'all this time. And you know what some people's thoughts on that statement is? What did I do to you? Well, you just got rid of me. Did not I pay you for your time? Yeah, but did not I pay you? You was the contract to do a certain assignment with me. Did not I pay you? Yeah, but you just, what did I do wrong? I held up my hand. I paid you. Your services are no longer needed. So really blame the company? The older I get, I don't think so. They paid you for your job. I can see if they stiffed you for your income, but they didn't. So if you keep going through that, and many people do, job to job to job, keep in mind, you're in someone else's wealth system. They give you a certain portion, but believe me, you're making a lion's share for them. Wouldn't it behoove you to take something like a Karatbars business and create your own wealth system that's going to pay you and your family? That's going to be able, you're going to be able to will that to your children, your spouse, your work. It's going to keep paying them after your death. We have a couple of Karatbar affiliates that's happening to right now. They passed away, and their families are getting paid for the money they built, and very, very significant. Matter of fact, the family is making more money now than when they was when that individual was alive. This is fact. Okay, wouldn't it be make better sense to create a home-based business from the comfort of your home, with the comfort of a cell phone and with the access of a cell phone and computer, where you can literally take advantage of tax laws for your betterment, that are designed to bring more income in your home? Wouldn't it be better to save in gold that goes up in value? Ladies and gentlemen, I purchased this gold. That gold, you guys saw me a hole right there, and I don't get rid of my gold. When I purchased that when I came apart back in 2015, gold was $1,160 per ounce. Just by me holding on to that, just by me holding this.
Because people, I was like, I got to call you last week, and if you could go into detail and explain the importance of holding on to the gold versus people say, hey, Donnie, so I want to get rid of the gold. I want to get rid of it. I'm like, why do you want to get rid of it?
Why would you want to get rid of an appreciating asset? If you, I can't hear people talking on the screen right now. I can look at texts, but I'm focusing on, looking at the screen right now so I can keep my thoughts. If I don't want to get rid of this is an appreciating asset. First two keys are pay yourself first, and then put it in an asset that's going up. This is appreciating asset. Now, so I assume you want to know why you want to get rid of gold, because you want to be able to convert it to cash so you can buy goods and services. How about this one? Go ahead and get your business packet. Earn euros that are paid to you on a MasterCard. This is loaded up with euros every single Friday. That's how I'm able to sit here. I don't touch my gold. I don't want to get rid of my gold. But with those euros, I can pay my car insurance. I can support myself, in other words. And I can earn practically unlimited, as much as with the production that goes through my team. Okay. Now it's just a win-win situation for me. And so I focus, ladies and gentlemen, on income. If a guy told me, hey man, you go ahead and get two hot dog carts and get a third one, and then you making $600,000 a year. How much you said the hot dog cart was? I'm an entrepreneur. That's why I think that's the number one most important thing to me is to have control over my own financial destiny. And when you're with a job, things like that, you don't have that. Oh, you can save your way, and and you can put your money in the stocks, and maybe you can put some good stocks. I commend you for that. But I'm looking for cash flow, royalties, residuals, dividends, residual dividends, money that keeps coming in once I do the work, without me having to keep putting my time to go get it. Without me keep telling, I had a talk this morning with my youngest brother. I'm the oldest of three sons, and man, it's kind of bothering me that my physical abilities is not where it used to be when I was, about 20 and 30. I'm 55 now. I used to be able to see like an eagle. I was very fast, had extraordinary quick reflexes, but could go in and snatch 225 pounds in the gym without warming up and lift about 7 to 10 times. what could recover better in my healing. Senses of smells, hearing, all those things were heightened. And I have had a hard time I've had a hard time at 55 that my body doesn't respond like that anymore. Oh yeah, I know I'm getting older. I know that. I know, but that's not the thing. I miss that. I miss what I was able to do. But one thing I do have a hard time about, I don't want to sit. I don't have the time to really keep standing on my feet on concrete anymore. Now, I don't really have the time to keep out there, get in my car and drive looking for account to accounts. Ladies and gentlemen, when I was up in Western New York, Buffalo, in the Western New York, that encompasses all like Rochester, Syracuse, on down to Jamestown. That was my territory. And it was nothing for me to put 1,400 miles a month on my vehicle driving. I've driven more cars on the ground because I was in outside sales. That's how I made my money.
It's true.
You don't get paid for windshield time. Okay. Nope. So I'm driving, man. I'm coming back, leaving sometimes early, coming back late. Okay. What are you saying? I can sit right here in my computer. And I did it last night, and I'm going to be doing it again this night. And I could talk to a Jacob Longwolf in Melbourne, Australia, and I'll be on there tonight. And I have business partners in Australia, Perth, Sydney, Melbourne. Plan on going over there. I can sit up there and talk talk to Toyin and Paula and George over in the UK, and I can build a business from my home with a cell phone. Build a Carrot Bar Gold business, not only helping them but helping me and helping their people who they're bringing in and receiving an income from it without never leaving my house. Without never. So what does that do? Now all that time and energy I was putting in the road time, I don't have to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, Dynas, I was working on that stream last night with Mr. Longwolf or something, but somehow I was just bone tired. I didn't really get woke up to about like 11:30.
All right.
I was still in my bed. Dynas sent me a thing. Hey, Fitzgerald, you need to. We need to get on. We still good for 1 o'clock. Well, I was laying in the bed. I said, yeah, man, I'm cool. I can't talk right now. The reason I couldn't talk right now because I was listening to something I wanted to hear. Now I get on. And then today, 1 o'clock with Dynas, 7 o'clock affiliate training. We have a 9 o'clock training tonight, that the Sunday night training, what I highly suggest you being on. 11 p.m. I am going to be doing Australia again. And all the while I'm building my income. I'm building oh yes, we work, but I read an article today, Dynas, down here in Tampa. Okay, about 250 eviction notices have been passed out in Pinellas and Hillsborough County. Hillsborough County is the Tampa market. Okay. And the only thing keeping them off is like, okay, they're filing these in courts, which we doubt the legality of that, but they're filing these things in courts ready to evict people right now. People like, well, we got a corona. We lost the thing. We lost the thing. Okay, well, hey, I ain't got my money, so you can't stay here for free. Ruthless. Right. I called Dynas. I was telling the guys, some of you may heard me talk about that. I had my truck payment deferred and my USAA car insurance deferred. They're like, yeah, Fitzgerald, we'll work with you fine. Ain't no problem with all that. Man, you've been a great customer, Lord. Appreciate your father serving and everything. Your two younger brothers, hey man, hey, don't worry about it. We got you. And so just go ahead and call in. And so I thought I did call in. I called in, and they did work for me 2 months. And I wake up Friday morning, and I checked my phone. Said, "Thank you for your payment." Payment? What payment? What payment? I looked around there. These cats had pulled $474 out of my account for insurance. Did I get mad? No, I owed it. I thought I was deferring it, and I had the money to pay it. But I wasn't ready to pay it then.
Right.
No, because they need their money. I'm driving my vehicle that they're covering for insurance. They need their money. What am I saying? What if I didn't have the money in there and someone all just suddenly pulled that out? and then my account went in the negatives and bouncing, and also when they pulled that, the first thing went to my mind, Diane asked,
Got your Karatbar business.
well,
Thank God.
I already got money on this, so I'm cool. I mean,
Right.
they may really dent it. My other one, my other account, I got this. I'm cool. Now it's about peace of mind. So instead of like I used to be, when something like those unexpected expenses coming, drinking coffee or wide-eyed, all in the frenzy, I'm like, no. I got paid that same Friday. I got paid 2 days early, Wednesday. I'm getting paid next week, and I'll get paid a week after that, and the week after that, and it varies. But other words, I have a residual income that's wearing it off. You see why that's so important, ladies and gentlemen. You ain't seen nothing yet. There not only are a lot of companies that aren't going to be back in business anymore, but there are going to be a whole lot more fires. There are going to be a whole lot more foreclosures.
Right.
There's going to be a whole lot more. The homeless problem that's really in a crisis mode now, especially for like states like California, it is going to increase dramatically. Now shelters are going to be overwhelmed. You're like, God, this man painted a doomsday scenario. No, this man is telling you the truth. This man is telling you why you need to get yourself prepared for that. You need to get yourself I'm straight. Okay, let's go over again. You may be straight, but do you know anybody who's not? Okay, you may be straight. You know what I mean? People have actually come to Dynance and I who told us they were straight before coronavirus had hit, and they're asking how they can get started with this.
Right.
You have no clue. We welcome you. We don't laugh at it. We don't laugh at anyone. I was saying this well before the coronavirus. You know how you need to get out of things. So let's get into what is Karatbar. Real quick. Karatbars is the largest distributor of small gram increments, gold gram increments in the world. You saw me holding everything for like 0.1 gram. Now, what's so significant about that? That's gold. You know what? I picked up a couple of these. Dynas bought some on the air last week we did. $6.72, 6.72 euros. Good. The company's in German, so we pay them Germany, so we pay them in euros. They pay us back in euros. Collecting these, had it loaded in my account, it's still going up right now. Okay. Or I can sit up here and buy like 1 gram gold cards.
Right.
Or I can buy 2.5 grams or 5 gram gold cards. Gold is money. Gold is money. The company was started by an economic genius by the name of Dr. Harold Constantine Sykes. Sits on the economic council over there in Germany. Started Karatbars coming out his own money, coming out his own pocket. People say, well, why don't we start our own? Well, great. That's good. You're going to pull something like this. You got about 35 million euros. That's what it took for him to do it.
Right.
Right, good. I'm not opposed to, opposing, go ahead and do it. That's great. Godspeed to you. But he set this up, okay, in 2011, a debt-free company in Stuttgart, Germany, next to the Mercedes-Benz World Headquarters. Okay, so his idea is to get gold in the hands of the masses. Now, that's a very important statement because if you want to acquire gold, you had to go out and buy it by the kilo. You certainly couldn't do it like this. You just had to go out and buy a massive amount. Well, a kilo of gold right now is going for over $40,000. So a lot of people don't have that sitting around. And what are you going to do? You're going to chip up a little fraction of it, take it down, and buy it? No, you hold on to it. You want to hold on to it because gold is like money insurance. Then he put another component in. We started using the most powerful advertising method known to man, the most powerful, the most lucrative, and it's absolutely free. It's called word of mouth. Right. We simply share this with people who we trust, and they share it with people who they trust, and sharp people and things like that. Then they decide they want to start their free gold savings account. Free. That's another thing. You can actually be set up in this business by clicking on Dynas's link, and in 7 minutes you can have an international business. I didn't say that you had to come out with $100,000 to do it.
Right.
You don't have to pay a single dime every month for your marketing. You don't have to pay for any inventory. as far as inventory storage, you don't have to do that. You don't have to pay for invoices. You don't have to pay for the keep up with your team. You don't have to pay for nothing that. You don't have to pay for the ship stuff to people. In other words, you don't buy gold from a dynasty. You order it directly through your business, and then people order directly for their business. Now you all you have to do is be 18 years or older, and incidentally, the company operates in 149 countries around the world, who also want to save in gold. And that's the thing I like about it, is the tangible product. If I don't know if somebody missed it, or, and I'm not trying to degrade anybody or not slap on time, but what makes this so powerful, this is in my hands. This is in my hands. I have pretty good gold savings. Not enough, but I have some. And no, so I'm not interested in touching that. I tell Dynas, hey Dynas, listen, man, you keep your business options open. Yeah, okay, great, man. We got a company here, man. It is very lucrative. It saves a lot of make you a lot of money. Actually, that's not the way to do it. But because he is my friend, I actually can ad lib and stuff like that. My friend is sponsored not Dynas Amir, but Michael Delco. Been known the man 23 years, one of the top producers in all this world of carrot bars. Call him up and ask him how it does for him. It set him free in 103 days from a six-figure mortgage job, down in Wells Fargo. Incidentally, his wife was a corporate trainer making about the same amount of money. Michael's been free for 6 years that haven't even punched the clock, as far as through this business right here. And so he called me, hey, Fitzgerald, I got a business. It deals with gold. It's free to join. All right, sign me up. No frills, nothing near like I'm talking to you guys. Because I didn't do it for Michael. I did it for me because I wanted to be free and I recognized opportunity. And so I went to work. I wasn't a stranger to hard work. I had already been working for people as far as with that. So I figured if I was work hard for other people, I surely could do it for me and my family. And that's what I did. I received me a business package. I bought my wife a business package, and
you got a business package too, your own for your business, your LLC. So you have two.
Yeah, and I do have two. I'm a VIP in my personal account, a VIP in my business account. I went to work, and I started telling someone, I actually gave my wife Dynas. That she's never talked to Dynas. He'll tell you the very day. She doesn't go Dynas. I was trying to build her team. I gave her a man who is one of the top producers in all the world of carrot bars, a man who's personally sponsored almost 570 people. I gave that to her. But my logic was, hey, giving her to him, no problem with that. He's going to still be in my team too.
All right.
Duplication, so no problem. So you don't need to know a Michael Delco. You just need to know someone who knows a Michael Delco or Dynas Amir or Fitzgerald Stephens. That's who we're looking for. You don't need to know. And because they're in your group right now, you benefit. Now that one phone call to Michael Delco, as of right now, I'm checking probably, let's just say give exact numbers, probably somewhere along the line, 11,000, close to 11,200 affiliates.
All right.
One phone call, that's how many people my organization has placed in Michael Delco's organization.
I'm looking for Michael Delco, everyone. I'm looking for a Michael Delco.
We're all looking for him. What was that a beneficial phone call? How about someone who called Isaac Matthias down in South Africa, who has built a juggernaut of a business down in South Africa? That person's glad. You don't never know who you're talking to. That's why it's crazy to say like this isn't for you. Cool. Setting up, which is it for you? Saving gold. Let's analyze this down. Let's talk analytical. Saving gold. That's not for you. And having your wealth rise just simple like saving gold. Telling a lot of people and getting paid from their efforts in their gold savings account too. Just like your boss gets paid from you and the person in the cubicle and he gets paid off for everyone else. That's not for you. How about creating a residual incomes about 5 times a month that you get paid in euros on a MasterCard? That's not for you neither. How about having a home-based business that you can minimize your taxes by writing a lot of stuff off that you would not be afforded by just being a W-2 employee? So which one of those 4 are not for you? Oh, did I mention it's free to join? Did I mention that you have no website fees or the pay ever? Did I mention that you don't have any minimums or maximums that you buy? Did I mention that we have our own cryptocurrency, gold-backed cryptocurrency? Did I mention we have our own blockchain phone that runs over the blockchain that world's first that we have with adaptive carrot bars? Did I mention that we have our own exchange called Carrot Bit that you could purchase Bitcoin and Ethereum and LinkedIn, and did I mention that? There's so many things when I talk about. Did I mention that out of close to 196 countries around the world? Did I mention that we're in the 149s? That's significant for those of you who want to do your research. You're not going to be able to research even one country. You're not going to have more deeper research methods than them. So basically, when you say you want to do research, what that means, you're going to go on to YouTube and Google.
Right.
That's what that means.
But I mean, let me say this, which is okay, but the issue I have is you guys are focused more on it's a scam, pyramid scheme, pyramid scheme. You'll focus on that versus the people who are successful in the business. And then it just the problem I have with that is, okay, people, the sources who are accusing Carrot Bars of being a scam and a pyramid scheme are usually just some guy in a basement somewhere who couldn't perform and then wants to do his hit piece on how it's a scam. And then, like I tell people, look, we're in 149 countries and growing. The way we're vetted, I mean, how can we be a scam? FedEx does our deliveries. MasterCard, we're partner with MasterCard to pay our reps. I mean, what's a scam? So that's the only problem I have when it comes to the research. Well, Dynas, man, I went on YouTube and some guy said it was a scam. Or Dynas, I read this article how, in South Africa, they said something about you guys. I mean, guys, listen, we all worked in corporate America. All right, as you grow, there are regulatory agencies in place just to make sure you're on the up and up. That's normal. They make an inquiry, you give them an answer, and we keep it pushing. But you guys will read an article and just focus on the inquiry that was made by this agency when we've already settled that and moved forward. And that's the problem I have. So you guys will take an article from November of 2018 or summer of 2019, where we've already settled that issue and we're fine. Whoever the regulatory agency was, they were fine with what we presented, and we're moved on. We're fully operating still in that country, and we're growing. But you guys will take that and run with it. I just don't get it, because even when I worked in corporate America, like for Centos, we might have a OSHA violation. OSHA comes in, we fix it, we move on,
right?
And we're growing. Yeah, just for some reason, when it comes to network marketing, people just don't understand. That's just the way of business when it grows. That's just, people will come in. That's their job. Their job is to make sure everything's on the up and up. So when we're on the up and up, we give them the necessary paperwork and we keep it pushing. But you guys don't want to focus on the keep it pushing part. You guys want to focus on the hit piece from January of 2018. Oh, go ahead, Fisher. I just have to say.
Yeah, man, I like that. My little brother right there, I love his passion and stuff like that. But sure, you guys are dealing with two different personalities with Dynas and Fitzgerald. I can promise you that. Fitzgerald, okay, all right. Here's my take on it. Your house is burning down. It's a scam that what's going on there with 40 million people unemployed going on in the United States alone. I talked to Jacob over there, and I'm going to be doing a stream tonight over there. And he talks about the minimum wage, how they're getting ready to fight that. It's not a scam in Australia. It's a scam that, millions of people, are at risk of losing their home simply because they don't have jobs. Is it a scam that, incidentally, that what makes that job so significant? Without only the income, most people's health insurance is tied to those jobs too. So you lose that, bang, your health insurance is gone for you and your family. Is that a scam? Here's what you need to focus on right now. And I assure you that this is the only thing you need to be focusing on as far as with this. Listen to this conversation right here. Do I need additional income in my home or not? Are things going to suddenly be given for free? Do I need additional income streams in my home or not? If you don't, this is not for you. If you do, let's rock and roll. You know, what's going on right now is not going to change. Actually, it's going to exasperate and get much worse. I'm not coming on here try to use fear tactics. I don't got to do that at all. Switch on CNN, switch on Fox News. Look at Facebook feeds, look at LinkedIn feeds. This is reality. What's going on? You know, we got people out there talk about getting national vaccine. We got some computer guy out there, you know, who founded Microsoft, and they giving him power to talk about, you know, he all of a sudden he has the regulations and he can go out there and counsel physicians on talk about vaccines, all that kind of stupidness. You know, look what's going on. What if this thing comes down that the shutdown, instead of opening up like in a month or two, what if the whole year of 2020 is written off? Which I think. You know, I think people say, well, we just have to open up. I think it's like, okay, we got desperate to get back to work. And I believe that. All I know is right here, Dynas, probably about 0.01. That's the stat I heard. You know, people who had died, and this death is a big deal, has shut down a $22 trillion economy here in the United States alone.
All right.
But meanwhile, our Carrot Bar business is booming. We're having people come in this thing every day. We're making euros every day. We have nobody has said it. Sitting a shutdown order. Hey, you know, Carrot Bars, Fitzgerald, you can't do that no more. You can't earn your money through that.
Right.
You know, no one, you know, for Dynas and my affiliates in England, you know, in Europe, Canada, the Caribbeans, they're not getting that order neither. All of us as building, we have one objective to make sure our family is not economically and financially devastated. Okay, you're getting older. Time is going on. Time doesn't wait for you. You know, and so you have got to do something now to put your head in the sand. And I'm not insinuating that you are, and act like this stuff is going to pass, or here's the worst one yet. The politicians, they're going to take care of us. We'll have to see what they're going to do. Maybe they'll pass another stimulus. Okay. You get a stimulus check. Like, say you're in the United States, you know who's also waiting for that stimulus check? Your creditors. They're waiting for it too. You know, well, I'm getting unemployment. Yeah. You got, but for a short amount of time. Meanwhile, your bill is going through. I found that out. You know, I'm not even going to say it was painful. It wasn't painful. But when my insurance company took their money out of my account, they didn't ask me. I owned them the money. But you know what? What's to stop other people from doing that too? You know, and those are things you can get deferred. I can't go to the grocery store, Publix, and defer that. But when I want to buy food, I got to pay them. I can't defer when I want to buy my utilities. I got to pay them. Right. When I'm going to put gas in my car, I got to pay them right then and there. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, you heard me talk about that.
I remember back in the day, like when I first got to Georgia, you could pump your gas first and then pay. I thought that was wild.
You better not try that right now. You know what?
Oh, that's done. But when I first got to Georgia,
you got to ask her to turn the pump on twice, you know, because, you know, even after you pay them. Even after and stuff. So this is what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. We're looking for business partner. We're looking, you know, I've said it many times, and my friend and sponsor Michael Delco would say, and my business partner Dynas Samir saying, we're not looking for everyone. If this is not for you, cool. This is not for you, cool. We're not trying to convince you. We're not trying to sell you. If you don't understand the value and you can't see what's going on as far as in your family's life, not only for you, but possibly your future generations, and you can't see what this economic storm is, and you think this thing is just going to blow over and clear up anytime soon, it's not. In the meantime, you're still going to have to live. Some of you guys need to do this. Okay, here's a good one for you. Some of you guys need to do this just for a loan, earn extra income just to pay your student loan debts. Can't discharge those in bankruptcy. The interest on those things keeps capitalizing, going up and up and up. You know, some people coming out literally right now with over 6 figures in student loan debts. Literally, many of them. that's due 6 months after you get out of school, after you get out of college, whether you have the degree or not. Not many of us are like Diane Assamir, who goes on a full athletic scholarship with everything paid for with his University of Georgia degree. You know, I mean, not many of us are like that. So you need to find income. It's not about titles, ladies and gentlemen. It's not like I'm vice president of the custodial department. It's not about, I'm senior vice president of human resources. It's not about I'm a manager and I work in a food court. No. When you go to these places and purchase their goods and services, they have but one question: do you have the paper or do you not?
Right.
Do you have the paper or do you not? They don't ask you where it came from. Okay, and so that's what we're saying. Do you want residual income in your life or do you not? Or do you want to keep continuing going out there working, overtime, side time, getting another job and another job on top of that, running your body down? Eventually, you're going to end up, with exhausted mentally and physically. Or do you not? Do you want to have money work for you, or you want to keep working for money? Do you want to have a business, or do you not? Do you want to be able to leave your children a financial legacy, or do you not? The Bible declares to say what you want, but the God I serve, Yahweh, declares in his word that, hey, listen, a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. Therefore, if you're not thinking at least 2 generations ahead for leaving a financial legacy, you need to rethink that. I'm not going to tell you you're wrong. I'm not going to tell anyone they're wrong anymore on this stream. Who am I to say that? All I can just say is what's working for me because of this. And I started at 50 years old. Hey, I'm a college grad. I have a Bachelor of Arts from the University of Alabama in international advertising. I have about dang near 25 to 30 years of sales and marketing experience, along with human relations experience. I know how to read people. I know situations. Very extraordinary good work ethic. I'm an entrepreneur. And at the end of 50, when I became 50 and Michael called me that, I couldn't put my hands on $20,000 after those years. Something's wrong. That's why I got started. Now I have a way. Now I can see a very, very bright future, financial future. I don't plan on retiring from Carrot Bars. I don't work for them, and it ain't really stressing me out getting to talking to people to make their lives better. I'm getting paid in euros every day, and it just hit me what I'm getting up saying to you guys. It literally just hit me. Do you know that $475 someone took out of my account like that, Dynas, before this business would have threw me into a frenzy? My head would have been, the stress would have been so great. I would have had a tension headache. I used to get right in the center of my head here, like a sharp knife pain. I went up. Okay, well, all right. Got up, made my cup of coffee, looked at my card. Shoot, I got paid on that and get paid next Friday. I can weather that. Because I put myself in position. Ladies and gentlemen, we're looking for business partners. We know you can do this, and we know you need to do this. If this works for you, great. Works for you, absolutely great. Now we'll help you. You have to have a goal. A goal, something you're working for. What do you want to do this for? It's not just I want to join and make more money. If you say you want to make more money, I have a $2 bill here. I could go ahead and send it to you. Congratulations, you just made more money. I'm not trying to be funny. You have to know where you're going. You can have you can go to any city in the world, and you can call a cab driver, and a cab driver could show up, and he could show up in a Yugo, or he could show up in a Lamborghini Diablo. He can show up in there. And then you wait for your cab, you go in there. What's the first question the cab driver is going to ask you?
Got the money? Where are you going? Where are you going?
Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? That's the first thing you have to know when you could become a part of this. Where are you going? What do you want? And not only do you want, when are you going? When do you want? What day do you want to have it? And what price you have to pay? Because you know what? If you do that, you're not going to do anything. I'm just going to break it to you. I don't work with everybody. I really don't. I'm too precious. I work with people who know where they're going, willing to work for it. And I don't care if you're limiting your computer. Dynas and I help you with that. We'll plug you into Wealth Builders, the teaching system, and it's going to help you build wealth. It's you guys just see me and Dynas in here. We're not that. There's a system called Wealth Builders that was created by Mr. Tyrone Best, that a genius with sales and marketing, particularly referral-based marketing. He gives you that whole system for free. He teaches you how to build your business, teaches you how to maximize your income, teaches you how to grow a power base and a power income, teaches you all that for free over the internet. Or there's a gentleman named Michael Delco, also part of that system. The way I'm able to talk to you right now, Wealth Builders, that's how I'm able to do. I just take a lot of my personal experiences and as tell you guys about it. But we're looking for business partners. You know what? You don't got time to think about it. Meanwhile, while you're thinking, some of y'all just, maybe that unemployment check is not going to last so long, or maybe someone who really needs this. Like I said, if it's not for you, I respect that. That's great. Keep doing what you're doing. But maybe someone you say, hey man, you really need to look at this. This guy, Mr. and this and the other his sidekick Fitzgerald Stephens, you really need to listen to these cats. I think this is something to help you. Right. And what if they decide to come in? But keep in mind, I want you to keep this in mind. What if you run into another Fitzgerald Stephens, Michael Delco, or Shirley Gober, or Tammy Morriser, or Mr. and Mrs. Willie Brown, people who could put thousands in your network just because you brought that guy? You're going to feel kind of sad, that he's not in your team. Right. So you mean to tell me that I had that guy in my team if I just would have signed up and all that? Yeah, you could. I sent Dynas an article last night about a guy illustrated with Bitcoin. Right. And he sold 10,000 Bitcoins for 2 large Papa John pizzas. Those Bitcoins right now are over $90 million. Right. Couldn't see it. Have it now. Didn't want to work. Didn't want to put the effort in. Had it right in his hand. He gave $90 million away. In other words, those $25 million a piece. You never know when opportunity is looking in your face. But sometimes a lot of you miss opportunity because it comes disguised as work clothes. It comes dressed in work. Opportunities sometimes don't pull up in a Ferrari. It comes disguised as work clothes. It comes from like a cat with a fan, from Southeast Alabama, telling you what you need to do. It don't. You maybe you're not getting that call from the big penthouse suite. It don't come like that. Often opportunity is very inconspicuous. It looks very plain. And you just got to put in work, and it don't wait for you. You want to ride with me? No, okay. You want to ride with me? No, okay. You want to ride with me? I'll think about it. Okay, I'm gone. You want to ride with me? Here, let's go. That's the one you're looking for. And then you never know. You never know what God is sending you. Microsoft could have been bought by IBM. IBM said, no, we ain't feeling your dog. They ain't no opportunity in software. We deal with hardware computers. They used to have these computers like we used to be big, like tall, like your ceilings. That's what the mainframe computers. Okay, all right. Okay, well, that's cool. What's that?
Yahoo.
Yeah, Google comes up. Sergey Berry Page. Hey, Mr. Philo, Mr. Yang, we want to, we're thinking about this, man. We got this thing, man. It's kind of a little bit off the ground. How much you want for it? 50 million. Now, dog, we ain't feeling you. We fine. Google. They could have had them
for 50 million.
Well, yeah, they lost on that. Okay.
Let me ask you this, Fitzgerald. When's the last time you used Yahoo to search for something?
Oh, Yahoo is my second major channel. I'm a big Yahoo fan.
But you primarily Google. Like
I'm searching primarily on Bing. Bing. That's a Microsoft product. But here's my point, ladies and gentlemen. You heard this? How about this little company here? Blockbuster Video. The Friday night movie experience and all that kind of stuff. Netflix come along, Blockbuster. Okay. How about, and you have all these opportunities just sometimes that God to put you in your hand and you don't recognize them. You think that now I need to think about it and I need to think about it. I'm one of those guys to think about it. I lost out on Bitcoin. My little cousin called me, a little second cousin called me, and from Alabama. Fitzgerald, you need to get involved in Bitcoin, because I was still in Carrot Bars. And so I heard it, but I didn't hear it. And here's what my thinking got in the way. Well, I don't know nothing about it. Was too lazy to even research it. Was too lazy. But more importantly, I made a vital mistake, because Tierica, that's family. She would have led me into a bad situation. I didn't trust her. She got it, but guess what? I didn't. You better believe I've had time, but you forget about it. And so don't discount opportunities. Don't discount small beginnings. Just because something's coming on to you look like this, and it don't look like you're accustomed to seeing it. It doesn't look like it's great, or it has the potential to be great. Don't just discount it. Free to join. What do you have to lose? Remember, a lot of people miss incredible opportunities because it comes disguised as work clothes. It comes very, very plain. It comes very plain. This type of opportunity, it's not pulling up to you like in a Bugatti or a Rolls Royce Phantom. It's pulling up to you right on a YouTube channel, saying, hey, just open up your free account, save and gold. Tell a lot of people. And this thing can incorporate it. This thing can mushroom in something. And for those of you who hear Dynas and I, you're going to be glad you did. For those of you who don't, okay, well, you'll be talking like a many times you have before. Man, I could have had a chance to do that. Man, I could have gotten Amazon when it's $15. Man, I could have got Netflix when it's $1.13. I should have. How many opportunities you want to let roll around like that? You got to have eyes of discernment and be able to see where, but not see where something necessarily is. For example, see the potential of it. See where it could go. Carrot Bars has all the right components in place right now to take advantage of this pandemic. It's creating a whole new money system based on gold. This thing right here, what I love about it, my paper doesn't go down, but how can this go down with gold right in the card? How can that do that? Michael Delco has wealth. It's of money, rather. Money has to store your value. Other words, you traded your labor for that. So that money, that money, in order for it to be considered money, has to store value. Other words, it has to be just as valuable in the future, if not more valuable, as it is right now. That eliminates cash. So I'm finished. What we do is leave you with a couple of quotes that I like to sign off with. Number one, Warren Buffett has said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you are going to work until you die. Not may, not might. You are going to work until you die. This is one of the richest men in the world. Fitzgerald Stephens says, if you don't make moves, moves will be made on you. We're saying this all the time. And I also want you to consider, because I don't want to tell anybody wrong anymore. I don't want to use those words out of my mouth. Who am I to question, what you've been doing, stuff. I'm not going to do that anymore. But I want you to consider, you cannot become wealthy and prosperous by working for money. Right. You can't. Money must work for you. I've heard years, I'm a hardworking man. I'm a hardworking woman. I work hard for my money, as if it's some badge of honor. And I used to think it was, until I really, really start understanding. Your money, that's not. What is a badge of honor is, my money works hard for me. Right. My money works hard for me. You should be sleeping and your money should be staying awake working for you, not the other way around. God has made everything in his universe and everything on that's existent. And one thing, he has a principle. Things are supposed to produce after their own kind. Right. That's his order. In the book of Genesis, things produce after its own kind. Money is a thing. Money is supposed to produce more money. for you to work, and that money is supposed to produce more money to work for you, rather, not the other way around. Okay, because if it's the other way around, you're going to work for that money, your descendants work for that money, and their descendants are going to work for that money.
Right.
And money's going to be sitting up there and doing nothing while you're out there giving your life energy for it. We've got to change the narrative. Dynas, I'm finished, man. It was an honor talking to people, and I really mean that. I mean, it really is. And so we're looking for you now. Now, what's the thing? Once again, just go ahead and register your free account.
Right.
Sign up as an affiliate, not a customer. Sign up as an affiliate. Then you're going to receive a call from Dynas. Dynas is going to help you with your packages. And pretty much will give you some other assistance. Then he's immediately going to turn you over to me. And so you're going to give me a call. My personal number is 1-716-573-6296. It ranges to this. My personal cell phone number. I've had the same number for several years. Fitzgerald, why do you give out your personal cell phone number? Hey, I want to connect with you. That's just like saying to us why you give out your phone number. I want people to call us. 1-716-573-6296. My email, FitzgeraldStephens@gmail.com, my first and last name. What is my role? My role is a help you with your website, to walk you through it, to explain some things. I know there's going to be questions that I didn't cover, so I make myself available to that. And more importantly, my role is also to plug you into the Wealth Builder system. The Wealth Builders worldwide system is bigger than Fitzgerald Stephens and Dynas Amir. That's what will make you. We're just the messenger. But the real brains behind it is Mr. Ty Best through Wealth Builder system. Once you plug into that and you plug into other people into that, you can really have potential to make a fortune. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't talk to over 11,000 people 2 and 3 hours a day. It's impossible for me, but I can plug you into the Wealth Builder system and everyone get trained on that. We have a Sunday night training today. For those of you who are affiliates, it's going to show you exactly how to grow your business. Everyone needs training. Dynas is going to put it on a site, and then we're here to help. But you know what? We appreciate you. Dynas and I,
sir, with
this business, we don't take any days off. We used to. I mean, a day off for us, maybe we don't come on and do a video, but we have got to try to stay ahead of these wolves that we know are chasing us, and the wolves that are chasing you, they're called creditors, and we got to put much space we can between them and those, because you know what, your family deserves to have great things just like any other family. You deserve it. You deserve to eat good organic food just like anybody else. You want to go live to Africa, you deserve to be able to go down to the airport right now and go over there and live. And have the support.
If you can.
You deserve that, but you have to put yourself in a position. Wishing doesn't make it so. Action does. Action combined with the right vehicle. So take action or keep wishing that it was so. Dynas, God bless you, man.
All right, thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Once again, take action. My affiliate link is in the chat room. It's also on the screen and will be in the description during the playback. Click on the affiliate link, sign up as an affiliate. I'm going to personally call you, and we are going to get you guys up and running. So thank you for joining. Make sure you go to dynasamir.com. Need your emails. Subscribe to the email list. Again, go to dynasamir.com and subscribe to the email list. Also, make sure you go to Amazon, buy a book. Again, go and buy a book, you guys. Until next time, family, Dynas Amir, Search for Who. Thank you so much for joining. Peace.